What's up, collectives and chocoholics and everybody else that's going to see this video? My name is King Chocolate. I'm about to react to a video I just seen a few minutes ago. And then I want y'all to put in the comments what y'all think about what you can ready to see. What you can see is horrific, it's terrible, it's disgusting. And a lot of times people joke around and they say, you got to watch restaurant foods, or people should cook more at home and things like that. And the truth of the matter is, that is a truthful statement. People should cook more at home because you just never know what's going on in these restaurants. Now the video I'm getting ready to show you is going to be disgusting. It's sad, and I always think about it whenever I'm near a restaurant. I'm thinking, you'll never know what the kitchen floor look like. You'll never know what they putting in their food. You'll never know if they washing their hands for real. We don't know. We just go in these places and we order pizza, burgers, chicken, fries. But you'll be surprised what's going on in these restaurants. That's why I prefer to cook at home than to spend a lot of money on some food that's, number one, unhealthy. But not only that, the conditions of the restaurants in the kitchen, a lot of times you don't see what's going on in the kitchen. But I'm about to show you what some inspectors found at a Chinese restaurant, and I believe it's all over the country. I believe it's Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, all of them. I think all of them nasty. I just got that feeling. You're gonna see a restaurant that get hit with 110 violations. 110. Now, how do you get past 5 violations? Let's say 20, but 110 violations? That means this restaurant was so nasty, they didn't care about the people, their workers, or nothing. You all are gonna see a bathroom, a filthy bathroom in the kitchen with stuff all over the floor. You're gonna see fish on the floor. And the inspectors was like, what's that on the floor? Fish? And he said, well, don't you want to pick up the steak and the fish? A guy gonna say, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. These inspectors put this on the internet, and this is just one of the sickest things I ever seen as far as, nasty restaurants go.
This one restaurant, 110 violations.
Hold on, watch this.
Without our cameras. Look at this, one restaurant. Look at this.
110 violations at a Chinese joint. That's just one place. Imagine all the rest of these Chinese joints, Japanese places, Cuban, whatever. You just never know what they got going on. Check this out.
One restaurant, 110 violations. And on top of all of that, our cameras caught something disturbing on camera that even still exists in the kitchen now.
In tonight's Dirty Dining, full-time investigator Jeff Meister tries to get some answers from an owner who doesn't want you to know what inspectors found recently.
I don't know what this is. This is a fish on the floor. We don't know if it was going to be cooked or used for sushi, but we do know it doesn't belong on a filthy, wet, greasy kitchen floor. We are in the kitchen at China Buffet at 11379 Bird Road. Inspectors recently found 110 violations here. And we saw some of the issues still exist. You have steak on the floor. Can you just take the steak off the floor? That bin of raw meat was very close to that piece of fish we found on the floor. No one could tell us what was in this sink in the dishwashing area. There are 3 full pages of violation after violation. Roaches near a sink and a food prep table. Chicken, beef, pork, ham, dumplings, all out of temperature. The dish machine was not sanitizing. Debris, encrusted materials, mold, grease was found on almost everything from ovens to the soda guns. There was evidence of an employee smoking in a food prep area. There was an objectionable odor in the kitchen. That could be coming from this bathroom that was in the kitchen. It was full of standing water and reeked of sewage. What in the world is going on here? The owner doesn't want to talk about it. First of all, don't touch. First of all, don't touch the camera.
Touch my camera.
110 violations. It's the worst inspection we've seen in a long time. 110. We showed those entering to eat what was recently found inside.
I'm gonna find somewhere else to go.
You're gonna eat somewhere else.
Yeah.
I just walked here and I returned
allowed this place to reopen following an ordered cleanup and reinspection, and we have passed our findings on to the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation. The good news, you now know what's going on behind the kitchen door. In Southwest Miami-Dade, Jeff Weinseer, Local 10 News.
Remember, Local 10 has made it easy for you to see any restaurant inspection statewide right on your smart.
You see that? The owner didn't want to speak about it. I mean, they had standing water in the bathroom. The bathroom was nasty. It was ridiculous what they found. 110 violations. And the crooked thing about it is that the state allowed them to open that restaurant back up. You know what happened. They paid the state some money. They said, let us open back up. We're making money for the city. We're making money for the state. You know what I'm saying? Well, we know money talks and everything else walk. You know what I'm saying? But that's just proof that our gut instincts that tells us cook more at home, don't eat so much restaurant food. You just never know what they back there doing. They had steak on the floor, beef, chicken, fish on the floor. Imagine going in a restaurant, you take your mother out for a birthday, you say, let's go to the Chinese joint. And what you're eating is meat and steak and potatoes and stuff that was on the floor, and the kitchen was nasty. You saw what the inspector said. They said it was disgusting. They said the smell was gross. They had a bathroom in the kitchen that was nasty. The dishwasher was filthy. I mean, there's no way that place was supposed to be ran the way it's been run. But that's what kind of world we live in. You pay enough money, they'll let you run a crack house or whatever else house, fentanyl, you know, a stupid Chinese joint. Now, the sad thing about it is those people are foreign. Chinese, Japanese, Jamaicans, all of them got their own continents and their own countries. But you know what? They come over here because America let the restaurants, doctors, lawyers do any old kind of thing as long as you pay money. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a shame. It makes you wonder, why ain't they in their own country serving food that's on the floor out there? Why are they serving the American people? We know a lot of Americans go to Chinese restaurants and Japanese restaurants. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, they should have closed them down, and they should have left them closed down. But when you live in the Sodom and Gomorrah, which is America, just Sodom and Gomorrah, anything goes. So my thing is, be careful with these restaurants. Be careful trusting them and saying, you know what, I don't feel like cooking. I'm going to stop by Burger King. I'm going to stop by the Chinese restaurant. I'm going to stop by Little Caesars. You'll be surprised what you're getting. You'll be surprised what's going on in the kitchen. You'll be surprised what's going on in the parking lot. I'm telling you, I know for a fact how nasty those places can be. You know what I mean? I worked in places like that, and I just watched people use the bathroom, and I watched their hand. Then when you say something to them, they look at you like you're stupid. You know what I'm saying? But just be careful going to these nasty restaurants thinking, oh, this will save me time. I don't feel like cooking. You could be eating salmon and steak and French fries that was on the floor or was by toilet water. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the people that they was getting ready to go eat, but the inspector said, look at what we found. The people just disgusted. They said, well, we're going to find somewhere else to eat. This is gross. Those people had a right to stop them people at the door and let them know, don't go in there. It's nasty. The food on the floor and everything. You know what I'm saying? It is a shame. But you know what? A lot of women don't cook like they used to, like grandmama and them did. A lot of women don't cook. They on TikTok twerking and acting a fool with their kids. They're not even teaching the kids how to cook. So everybody door dashing. You don't know what the DoorDash is doing to their food. You don't know what Wendy's and McDonald's are doing to their food. You don't know what they're doing. You just trust them. But believe it can happen to you. You could be eating a burger that was on the floor, and they just threw a bunch of sauce on top of it and cheese. How you gonna know? You know what I mean? You know how nasty those floors is? You know how wet it get at a restaurant in the kitchen area? You know how greasy it gets? You know what I'm saying? That's a shame. But it's crooked to have them back open again. But I hope they don't get customers. I hope the video go viral, and I hope people say, man, we ain't going in there, it's filthy in there. You know what I'm saying? We know it's gonna be some Chinese going in and support their own. But over us from the States should say, I ain't going in there eating that garbage, especially after this video, you know what's going on? Anybody to see the video and go in there and eat and say, well, they said they cleaned up, you get what you get. That means you crazy and your kitchen and your bathroom probably nasty. So you put up with that kind of behavior, you know what I mean? Put it in the comment section. Do you think they should be allowed to reopen after all of the 110 violations? Or do you think they should have been closed for good because of the meat and fish and stuff that was on the floor? Ain't no telling how long that's been going on, you dig? But tell me, am I overreacting? Or tell me, do y'all believe like I believe they should have been shut down for good? That's ridiculous and it's a shame. Think about kids eat at places like that. You bring your kids, you bring your wife and your husband into a place like that. The kids eating in there, right? Imagine them serving your kids that crap that was on the floor and bad toilet water and all kind of stuff, you know what I mean? I don't think I'm overreacting. I think I ain't even reacting enough, you know what I'm saying? But my name is King Chocolate. That's my reaction to that nasty, horrific Chinese restaurant. And there's restaurants all around the country, all around the world, don't care. They figure nobody sees back here. And that's the thing about it. We can't see back there in that kitchen area, but the ones back there in the back know that they back there smoking, drinking, putting all kind of stuff in stuff. That's why I go to restaurants less and less and less every year. Less and less and less. I want to get it to where I don't stop at none of them no more because it's so nasty. It's disgusting, you know what I'm saying? If you like a one-on-one session with King Chocolate, you email me and you book it. If you're new and this your first time seeing me, put it in the comment section. Let me know that you never seen me before and let me know that you subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I'm out of here. Chocoholics, new people, dream team, and whoever else that's going to see this video. You know what I mean? Put your comments in there. Like, share, subscribe, and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm out of here, baby. Uh-huh.